Life for All presents Daily Food series, The Word of Life, The Fellowship of Life, and Living Stones for the Edification, the Epistles of John and Peter. Title of Book 3, Choose Life, by Pedro. Week 4, The Conclusion of John's Epistles. Thursday, Walking in the Truth and Loving One Another. Read with prayer. This is love, that we walk according to His commandments. This is the commandment, that as you have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it. 2 John, verse 6. If the truth has been deposited in us, the result will be that we will walk in the truth through love. 2 John, verse 5. Walking according to the truth results in loving one another. That is why the Word is so important, because if we have it, we also have the truth. And if we have the truth, we have love, and we walk in it. Verse 6. Therefore, the truth results in love. Many Christians fill themselves with biblical knowledge, master all theology, and consider themselves superior to others. Those who fill themselves with the truth do not have this feeling within them. If the Word does not become reality in us, we only become prouder. The Apostle John added, "Whoever transgresses and does not abide in the doctrine of Christ does not have God." 2 John, verse 9. The doctrine of Christ is the teaching of the apostles. Acts chapter 2, verse 42, and Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. Not receiving the word of the Apostle John as the word of God is a sign of not having God. We must thank the Lord for guiding us on the path of loving the Word. This Word produces the fellowship of life, which deposits the truth in us and generates love, which leads us to be edified. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 15 and 16. It is not about following a doctrine, but about following the truth, because it is the truth that makes us love one another. John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35. Any doctrine that goes beyond the teaching of Christ preached by the apostles does not have God in it. Paul told the Galatians that anyone who preached the gospel other than the one he preached would be considered accursed. This is a strong statement of rebuke to those who went beyond the teaching of Christ. Galatians chapter 1, verses 8 and 9. The early church continued steadfastly in the apostles' teachings, received the truth, and loved one another. Acts chapter 2, verses 42 through 47. Satan changes his strategy in each era, but his goal is the same. Many deceivers have gone out into the world to divert the church from God's genuine word, which results in the fellowship of life and brotherly love. 2 John, verses 7 and 8. In John's times, many heresies arose to lead the church astray. Satan uses other means today, but the essence is always the same: to distract God's people. John says in this regard, "If anyone comes to you and does not bring this doctrine, do not receive him into your house, nor greet him. For he who greets him shares in his evil deeds." 2 John, verses 10 and 11. Sometimes, out of natural kindness, we try to help someone in this negative situation. In doing so, we can contaminate ourselves and become partakers of his evil deeds. We need to be careful. Let us not fall into Satan's trap, but allow the Lord to take charge of every situation. Finally, at the end of his second epistle, John says he wanted to go to the brothers and sisters in person, that our joy may be full. Verse 12. Let us follow the prophetic word closely by attending the conferences. It is different when we are present in person. Before, getting around was more difficult, but now air transportation has made things much easier. If more brothers and sisters among us follow the word closely, the benefit will not only be ours, but that of the entire church.